Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Definitely. Always up for exploring new corners of the AI world.
Well, today we're looking at something pretty cool, AI agents.
Oh, yeah, they're getting a lot of attention lately. And for good reason, I'd say.
I stumbled across this platform, the AI Agent Store. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I've taken a look. It's kind of like a one-stop shop to see what's out there.
Exactly. There are hundreds of these agents. You can filter them by what you do, like if you're a data analyst or a marketer or even like a video editor.
It's amazing how specialized some of them are getting.
I know, right?
Mm.
And the cool thing is that they have videos for every single one, so you can actually see what they do, how they work, before you even try them out.
It's really helpful for getting a sense of what's possible.
Totally. So while I was browsing, one that really stood out to me was Auto-GPT.
Ah, interesting choice. A lot of people are talking about that one.
Yeah, and looking at it on the AI Agent Store, it's categorized as an AI agent development framework.
Right, which is a little different from just a standalone agent.
Yeah, and that's what kind of threw me. What exactly is a framework in this context?
Okay, so think of it this way. It's not the house itself, it's more like the blueprint, the foundation you build on. AutoGPT provides the tools and the structure for developers to create their own AI agents.
Oh, so it's like a starting point.
Precisely.
So you're saying that all those different professions listed on the AI Agent Store, the data analysts, market researchers, content creators,
Yeah.
they could potentially be using AutoGPT as their base.
Exactly. It gives them a powerful foundation to build on and tailor to their specific needs.
That makes a lot of sense. And I guess that's why it's so exciting because, AutoGPT is using those really powerful GPT models, right?
Yeah.
Like GPT-4 and GPT 3.5.
You got it. And that's a big part of what makes it so capable. These models are really good at understanding and generating human language, which opens up a lot of possibilities.
It's like it's not just crunching numbers or following pre-programmed rules. It can actually understand what you want it to do.
Yeah, and more importantly, it can figure out how to do it, even if it's a complex task.
And that's where the whole autonomy thing comes in, right? Which honestly, that's a word that gets thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean with AutoGPT? Like, is it making decisions on its own?
In a way, yes, it's not conscious or anything, but it's designed to be much more independent than traditional software. So imagine you give AutoGPT a task, like, all right, I'm going to make this up. Write a blog post about the latest trends in AI for healthcare.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty specific.
Right. But instead of you having to tell it every little step, like find articles on this website, summarize this paper, and so on, AutoGPT can take that broad goal and figure out the steps itself. It can search for information, read and understand it, even synthesize different sources to create something new.
Whoa, so you're telling me it can, like, break down that big task into all the little steps
Yeah,
and actually do them without me having to hold its hand the whole way through.
exactly. And that's a huge leap forward in terms of what AI can do.
I mean, that opens up so many possibilities. The AI Agent Store documents mention all kinds of things like market research, analyzing data, even creative stuff like writing.
It's pretty versatile. It can tackle a wide range of tasks as long as they can be broken down into steps that involve understanding and manipulating information.
It's almost like having an assistant who can not only follow instructions, but also figure out how to do things on their own.
A very capable assistant. And that's both exciting and, a little bit intimidating.
Yeah, definitely. It makes you wonder, what are the limits?
Yeah.
Like, what is it not good at?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, it's important to remember that AutoGPT is still a tool. It's only as good as the data it's given and how clearly the user defines the goals.
Right, so garbage in, garbage out, as they say.
Pretty much. And it's not going to magically develop common sense or have those aha moments of creative genius that humans have.
So it's not replacing us entirely just yet.
Not quite. But it can definitely change the way we work and what we can achieve. And the fact that it's open source makes things even more interesting.
That's what I was getting to that. It's open source, which means anyone can see the code, tinker with it, and contribute to its development.
Exactly. And that has huge implications for the future of AutoGPT and really AI development in general.
I mean, it could accelerate innovation like crazy, right?
Absolutely. When you have a community of developers all working together, sharing ideas and building on each other's work, things can move really fast.
But I guess there are risks too, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if someone uses it for something malicious?
That's the other side of the coin. Open source means transparency, but it also means potential vulnerabilities. And then there's the issue of bias. If the data used to train AutoGPT is biased, Those biases will be reflected in its output.
It's like the more powerful the tool, the greater the responsibility to use it ethically.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's a constant balancing act.
So it's not just about building cool tech, it's about building it responsibly. And speaking of seeing Auto-GPT in action, there's a really great video on the AI Agent Store introducing the Auto-GPT platform. It really helps visualize how all this works.
It's definitely worth a watch for anyone who wants to go a little deeper and see what this technology is capable of. That video is a great place to start.
It's a good reminder that platforms like the AI Agent Store aren't just for finding cool tools, they're also a window into how AI is evolving and what the future might hold.
I totally agree. And it's a future we need to be actively shaping, not just passively observing.
Well said. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. It's been a fascinating conversation.
My pleasure. Always a good time exploring these topics.
And for everyone listening, take a look at the AI Agent Store. See what sparks your curiosity. You might be surprised at what you find. Until next time.